Today on the Euro Truck Podcast, GTA Online got pimped, you too can make your own Just Cause 3 trailer, and Overwatch is entering into closed beta. Hello and welcome to the Euro Truck Podcast with Andrew C.
And Jefferson B.
Adapt Uber.
And Freelance Gamer.
Dr. Uber?
You can tell that Dr. Ubershaw over here is occupied doing something because he almost said his name correctly.
That was the closest I think we've gotten in 4 months.
I know.
No, I got demoted.
Oh, you've been demoted? You're just Dr. Uber now? Like no shadow?
He's
there's no
Nurse
MD.
Uber Shadow now.
No, it's just Dr. Uber. He lost the MD.
Oh, he's not. So wait, is he Nurse Practitioner Uber Shadow then?
I mean, he could just be a doctoral student.
He could just be. Med Student. Med Student Uber Shadow.
Uber Shadow.
Yes.
That's
Can that be
pretty
the episode title, please?
That's
Nurse Practitioner.
good.
I like that. So where are we headed to today?
Someplace in Germany.
Someplace in Germany. I think you said, did we say Osnabrück? I think that's what we.
I think you did. I think you
Sounds
agreed on
about
Osnabrück.
right. See,
Okay.
my controller doesn't work today, so I can't press buttons easily. Gotta
Right.
figure out which keyboard button is that, so I just...
Welcome to the first world problems.
Wasn't working.
Hey, Freelance. While we're traveling to this magical land called Osnabrück, can you look us up some random facts?
Can I get a
Osnabrück.
topic? Osnabrück.
Osnabrück. Yes. Let's get our German fact of the day going on.
I have no idea how to spell Osnabrück.
Sound it out. Google is your friend, man. Google is
butcher
your
it.
friend.
I won't lie. Google's not connecting on my computer.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
dear.
always good.
I was right. It's OSNA. I did not. Okay, I could not have guessed the U. I should have guessed U with silly hat. It's not a hat. It's a double dot, but it's a silly hat.
Anyway, while Freelance is in the process
You
of
with a
looking up
hat.
our random German fact of the day, Andrew C., do you want to take us to the
I
news?
believe that's an Unlaps, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Think
I'm just imagining two yarmulkes on the top of someone's head.
What? We are nowhere near Hanukkah.
That is, I think,
You,
some
last
form
I checked, you
of
were one of the
racism.
furthest things from being Jewish. Andrew C., can you take us to the news?
What news? This is is this a gaming podcast again? I thought this was a cooking show.
Well, this was a taco review podcast.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought.
And I thought we were just a European history podcast, but apparently we're a gaming podcast.
We're not actually that. Oh, that's a bummer.
I don't know. I don't categorize this stuff.
Can I just ask one question before looking at this theoretical news? Why did we have to drive through Luxembourg? Is there no other route to Osnabrück from Metz?
Well, okay,
you have
think
to
about
drive
it. Think
straight
about it.
through the town center of Luxembourg?
All we have to do is just say
Oh
that
my
this GPS was
God.
created using Apple Maps, and then we're good.
Okay, that's a fact.
So, news
Speaking of things that have
transition
GPSs, GTA 5 got updated today.
yay!
It's or Tuesday for you
Tuesday.
people watching this not live.
Time paradox.
Which
Time
is most
paradox.
of you, I guess,
Technically,
because
today.
no one's chatting me in the chats. But it's the it's lowriders, which gives you even more things to buy.
Hooray!
A fully
Hooray.
automatic machine pistol.
Hooray!
I don't know if
Respect.
that I've ever needed.
We
one of those.
already have one in the game, as far as I know, because you have the fully automatic if you use the AP pistol in it. I think they're just making a different one that may have I think it's a higher fire rate and less damage, whereas the AP pistol is high damage but like a lower fire rate for a fully automatic.
Very possible. Very
Okay.
possible. There is a new player interaction menu for opening your car doors, hood, trunk. You can turn the radio on and off. You
We can open our trunk.
Yeah, you can open your
Can-
trunk.
Can people get in your trunk? Oh my god, okay, we
I
have to
was-
do some test footage. That's
I
all I
was
know.
just by myself. I could not test that. But however, what you can do is you can open all your doors and then deliberately ram your doors into things and make them fall off.
That's awesome.
If you drive for too long with your hood open, it rips off.
That's so awesome.
It was great. They put a lot of physics thought into it.
I like physics.
So that's those are things you can do. Obviously, you can slam your car down on the ground and make it jump and whatnot.
Because I can tell how much you want that lift, Andy.
Oh,
So-
I want to waste all my millions on that, definitely. I should say
Get that-
thousands. I don't have
Get
billions
that
anymore.
boom, boom, boom.
Uh,
Well, you pre-ordered, right? So don't you get?
I got
all-
$8 million.
Oh, you spend it so fast,
Yeah,
man.
I got 8 million. I'm up to. I
So-
think I've got like 700,000 right now.
So you don't have that fat stacks.
I have a fat stack, just not as fat a stack.
Oh,
By
so
the
that-
way, you're gonna have
you
to
have a
beat
diet
this gate.
stack.
The train's coming, I think.
Also, I have a random.
Sweet.
You have a random fact for Osnabrück?
I have a small one. There's not.
Ah!
It's a very quaint.
I
I'm on
think
my
Jeff
side.
got hit by a train.
No, I'm on my side.
Because of the train?
No, because of my own stupidity. Because I was off-roading. Because I was like, I was really distracted by Freelance's random fact.
That I haven't done yet.
That he hasn't done yet.
Nope. I was so excited that I didn't even think about it.
Oh man, you're gonna be you might be disappointed in this one. All right, so
Wish I could be.
the random fact for Osnabrück is that the way in which it was named, there's two different ways you can translate it. Brook is bridge for the most part, and Osna is arguable between whether it means ox bridge, because that's today's name is a corruption of Oschen. I'm going with it. Oschenbrook, which is ox bridge. Well, the other possible one is derived from the name of the Haas or Heis River, which is arguably derived from Asen or Asir, which is Nordic and would mean bridge of the gods.
Freelance, you took Spanish in high school, didn't you?
No, French.
Oh, okay. I was about to get really upset if you had taken German in high school.
No, I took French. Dude, I'm bad at French now. I took Spanish in middle school.
Did you? I thought you took Spanish at some
I
point.
took Spanish in middle school and high school, and I
You
suck at
got
it.
out of Spanish as fast as you could. I thought.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I
did
they
too.
put me in Spanish 4, and I was there for one day, and I was like, nope.
That's a pretty.
I got out of that. I traded that in for a foods class.
Oh, I remember that one.
Didn't you?
Oh yeah,
Was
yeah.
it
I
class?
all of a sudden joined a foods class, and Kyle happened to be in it.
Brilliant.
That's
I was
actually basically how we met.
I was like, oh hi. Well, we were also in physics together, I think.
Yeah, but I don't think we really.
It was after foods class that we're like, oh hey, we're also in physics together. Would you look at that?
Right.
Almost missed the asphalt. Oh dear, off-roading a bit.
Oh jeez.
It's okay. I'm not on my side.
Who believes I can do a reverse sweep?
No.
Do it.
Uh-oh. So just so everyone knows, the moment Dr. Uber Shadow is on his new computer, which you can watch an unboxing video for, as well as a put-together video done by Andrew C. here.
Yep.
Which would be
Put
next
together
Tuesday.
videos next week.
Yep.
But-
And, but at the moment he's playing League to do his promotional into Gold 5?
Yes, why does
Good
it have to
call.
be this difficult?
So he's
Gold
trying to
5.
get through, and he's at 2 losses and a win, I believe.
Yeah.
So he's going for a reverse sweep.
What's a reverse sweep for those of us in Cardboard 7?
Okay, alright. Reverse sweep is a term mainly known amongst just competitive games where a sweep is where you go 3-0. A reverse sweep is where you go 2 losses back-to-back in the beginning and then 3 wins. So you win the majority at the end.
So you're a clutch player, basically.
Yes.
I gotcha.
I'm driving the wrong way because I didn't feel like getting the right direction on this road. I'm hoping there's a break somewhere though.
Brilliant.
This is
Hey,
if I come across. It's only bad if I come across another player.
Dang. Well, hopefully you won't find a player that's coming across with a big old trailer. And speaking of big old trailers,
Never mind.
Just
All
Cause
good.
3.
I'm on the right side of the road now. There's a construction zone.
Brilliant.
Now that
So-
trailed off. Ha ha!
Way to de-trail my transition there.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Let's
I think
let's rehitch this.
I think this joke is losing trail.
It very
Let's,
well might
let's
be.
rehitch-
But
hitch this
anyway,
argument
what they're
now.
trying to point out here is our next news topic, which if you are adept at editing and making things and stuffs, which if you have a YouTube channel, you might be good at, you can make your own Just Cause 3 launch trailer, and the company over there making that game is actually soliciting trailers from people. They've got a whole asset pack that you can download, and you can go ahead and put together a video. It's supposed to be 1 to 2 minutes, and they're going to judge them in the categories of best audio, best humor, best action, and then from those 3 they will pick an overall winner. And the loot that you can gain if you were to win this and get the grand prize, that would be about $5,000 worth of like overall stuffage. High-end gaming PC, the collector's edition of the game, a full audio editing kit. So like the whole 9 yards of good stuff there for content creating and gamaging. And you've got till November 12th to put that together if you plan on it. And I plan on it because I have a media degree. I think I should be able to come up with something reasonable for it.
I mean, somebody thinks you're decent at video editing. So.
No, I mean, maybe I won't win, but I think it at least won't be awful. So
I hope not. But we'll be featuring that video right here on Ghost Incorporated. So if you're not already subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button to look out for INGC's Just Cause 3 trailer coming to a PC or Mac or tablet or mobile device or game console or smart TV.
Coming to a screen near you.
That was a much better way. Oh, speaking of screens near you, by the way, if you're a fan of Star Wars and you want to see The Force Awakening, you want to make sure you're pre-ordering those tickets now.
We're gonna troll you right before.
Because the Force Awakens, the 7th episode of Star Wars is coming out on December 18th. Yep. Yeah, look at me remembering dates.
Yeah.
But Wikipedia has this to say about it. So apparently, and I didn't know this, Star Wars: The Force Awakens, also known as Star Wars Star Wars 7, The Force Awakens, is an upcoming American epic space opera film directed by J.J. Abrams. I didn't know that you would. I guess it makes sense, but I never thought of Star Wars and the sentence, or I guess the term, epic space opera as one thing.
Space operas has been a thing since since episode 4, the chronologically first episode of Star Wars.
I wouldn't call it an opera.
It's not, but it's called a space opera. That's its genre categorization. Believe it or not. I know it's crazy, but it is what it is.
In other words, a space opera is not the same as an opera.
A space opera has nothing to do with anything except for Star Wars. Yeah, you learn something new every day. But speaking of stuff that's in outer space,
EA is right for once.
They went ahead and actually admitted that they believe that the Walker Assault mode was a bit too hard and might not exactly be balanced. Which a lot of us kind of felt that it might have been unbalanced, even though there are chances for both teams to win that we've experienced.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's correct.
You have, there was enough games that we were able to see on Twitch and whatnot showing that Hoth was in favor typically of the Imperials. So it's good to see EA is acknowledging it. Hopefully they will get some semblance of a fix, and that it was just beta problems that actually caused it. But we will see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Using a beta for beta purposes will be a shocker to some extent on my end if EA, depending how EA takes it forward.
Yes, because the number of people who have betas for things and then don't actually use the beta, you're like, why do you even have a beta then?
Right.
Agreed. And
the real reason they use it, a lot of companies use it at least, is for hype.
Mm.
Right.
That's the I won't lie. Battlefront hype's pretty high.
Meanwhile, we have a lot of other news topics to cover.
Speaking of waiting and seeing, Overwatch has been talked about tons, and it still hasn't come out yet.
We're not there yet.
We're slightly closer. There's a closed beta that starts next Tuesday. That's going to be invite only. So you probably won't make it into it. But if you do, let us know.
We'd love to have you on the show.
Information about how that game is going. There are going to be open beta tests randomly on some weekends in the future. Who knows whether that's near future or far, far, far away future.
Yeah, who knows?
Basically, when we're close to the game actually coming out, they'll be doing the stress testing of servers, so those will be open beta. But that's all we know.
Yeah,
because Blizzard doesn't want anyone to know about Overwatch for some reason. But don't know why, though.
Moving on. The Steam controller finally has come out in the wild.
Yeah, at least
so
to some of the early access type people.
Right. All those early adopters.
Right.
But it's my understanding, I don't know how I feel about it.
It's the same as we said when we were watching the videos of it, and everybody's saying exactly what we were saying on this podcast, which is it looks like it probably will feel correct. Like you will get used to it. It's similar to if you started on, like I did, on a console, and you go to the mouse and keyboard. Dude, you're like, I don't even. How does it? My arms move different. Like my one arm stays here, and this one moves. Why don't my thumbs move? Like it takes a while. It takes some time to adapt, and I think this controller might be the same way. Now, to say, whereas mouse and keyboard you gain precision over a controller for the most part. Not in everything, but you do gain a large amount of control for most games. So you get used to it, and then you learn to like it because of that advantage. I don't know that this controller is going to have the same effect.
My thought about it is less on the technical side of things, and also like, have we surpassed the bubble of living room gaming? I mean, consider back when the Steam controller was first announced. We had Razer was doing stuff. We had third-party Android developers like Ouya that were gonna revolutionize the living room. Like, there was this huge PC initiative to take back the living room. Nvidia was doing products. I mean, it was all gung ho. I think the bubble has burst though. Ouya's collapsed. Nvidia's Shield is now a tablet and like a set-top box. We're not seeing much coming out in the way of living room like games. Steam's big picture mode has really taken a back seat. The Steam machine has kind of lost its, if you'll pardon the pun, steam. So what are your thoughts? Because I'm curious
I
whether
don't
or not
know.
where
I mean, this is
the timing
like
even right.
recently was the first time that a Steam machine actually was released. Like this is
Right.
They haven't been available for very long, and I feel like the problem that occurred for Steam was it just took so long
Yeah.
to
actually
what-
come out with a full
from
product.
initial release, the information release. I mean, I was in college still, and I remember when they started to when we first talked about it as a group. You know, I was at work when I saw the information.
And there was
about
no
it.
podcast. This
Right.
podcast did not exist.
I don't think it
wonder,
did at the time.
Has the hype run out? That's my
I feel like
question.
it has, because like it just took so long, and the thing is, the pricing certainly hasn't helped.
No.
You're
$50
gonna, you know,
Controller?
the controller, the
No,
cost of the
50
controller, the cost of the whole setup. You know, if for arguably what might be a mediocre experience.
Right.
Right.
You know, I know for a fact exactly what a computer that will run pretty much every game on Ultra costs. Only because I just built one.
Right.
You know, I know that to get really that quality, you need to spend probably $700 to $800 at least.
A minimum.
And you can obviously go above and beyond that, but
Right.
at minimum, like, just to, as I think I said last week, to play Fallout 4 on max specs or supposed max res, you need to spend at least $800.
Right.
And I'm
And-
pretty sure all the Steam machines are sub $5-ish $100 machines.
Right. And my concern with that is also we're talking about a unitasking machine. I mean, like I have my workstation right here that is technically my PC gaming rig. It's also got a beefy enough graphics card to edit video in. Like,
Right.
It's also really great at handling large Windows programs. Like I have several programs I use just for work and for just everything where they take a lot of system resources. This is my powerhouse, you know, and the fact that I would have my powerhouse sitting in my living room, I feel like that's limiting in a lot of ways.
Right.
So
I'm
I
not
would
going
like
to
see a
edit in
streaming
my living
box.
room.
I
Right.
would love to see a
If you
streaming
even
box.
can.
I think the streaming box, if streaming technology can get it down, I think it would be great because I
Right.
would love it. I think a controller that isn't bound to games supporting it, I think it's a great concept, but I think it was a dream, and that dream has evaporated, especially in an age where VR is the new buzzword. What is
Right.
it? I just saw an article today. The New York Times. Okay, the New York Times is giving away Google Cardboard to every New York Times subscriber. So if you are a subscriber of the New York Times, or if your grandparents still subscribe to the New York Times, take your smartphone and go over and see them. Pay them a visit. Pay your grandma a visit. She probably wants to hear from you, and experience virtual reality together with real people. So yeah, that's my soapbox.
Yeah.
Off my soapbox.
So to jump on the soapbox for just a half second, I'm just gonna do a little thing. I think that what you said earlier is a little incorrect. That people still want to do couch gaming. I think that the methods that have been done to do it are wrong. I said this back then. I agree with Andy 100%. A unitasking machine, the machine itself existing for 650 is nice if you just want a gaming machine. But I agree with you that it's still going to be in the situation of it's a unitask. So I agree with I agree with both of you on both points. I think that the couch co-op and couch multiplayer exists. I think it's a thing. I just don't think that any of these methods work for a home user. It's all about the way it's done. And I think you're right with the streaming technology. I think we got it. I think that's the next real step is going to be that.
You
Call
do
it a
sort
day.
of have with Steam Link.
Yeah.
Okay, you do.
So
I would
that
love
is
to
a
see
product
bundle.
that exists, and
Okay.
there has been, from what
I'd love
I
the bundle.
understand, decent reviews about how well it works for the fact that it's actually a wireless device.
Yeah.
Uh,
Wait, is there an onboard Ethernet adapter?
I believe there is. It's just most
Okay.
people use it wireless because how
Sure.
many people have a Ethernet jack at their TV?
Right.
I
How many
do,
people have?
but that's because I put one there.
My modem is right next to my television.
Right,
That's
so not-
that
but-
was a personal decision.
But not everyone does. So
Exactly.
I think that is definitely a solution. I know that there is some problems with compatibility, and that's always going to be the problem because not every game always likes running in that kind of
Right.
manner.
And it's not Steam's job. It's not Steam's job at all, or Valve's job at all, to maintain that.
Right.
They
That's
maintain
gonna be-
every one of their games. Controller works. Try it on them.
Yeah.
I think we beat this topic to death.
I agree.
I think we should go ahead and
Final-
hit on what I believe is our
Bunch of
last two
dead
topics
horse.
that are just kind of some brief mentions here. One, YouTube Gaming has added a monthly sponsorship type thing like Twitch has, so you can sponsor your favorite YouTube gaming person. It's $3.99 as opposed to Twitch's $4.99, and that is also in addition to the fan funding system that YouTube already has.
Just kind of like a Patreon type of idea.
Right, pay whatever you want.
Final
And
final
be done.
point of question before we land this plane. Just really quick, what's everybody playing this week?
Played some League.
Okay.
Played some GTA.
Felix, what about you?
I'll probably be playing GTA and then probably what's that? Portal Tag?
Aperture Tag.
Aperture Tag
Oh,
with
sounds
Dr. Uber Shadow, which is okay.
I saw that
I
you
wish-
painted
I
everything
wish-
blue.
Yeah, absolutely. I painted everything blue.
Excellent.
Always.
Do a
If
screenshot.
if I'm giving gels, man, they're going all over the wall. But I wish they just allowed you to have it so like I don't know. I understand why they did it the way they did, where it's one person has a portal gun, the other person has gels. I just kind of wish
Both
you could
have
like
both.
we could both have both, or like you could swap. Because I'd like to give it to Dr. Uber Shadow and be like, you can try and figure
Please,
this one
no.
out with the gels.
You would never give that up.
Absolutely, I would,
No,
because
you
it'd be
wouldn't.
hysterical.
You're painting.
He
You paint
himself-
everything. You're just like, nope. I painted everything. You can't paint anything. Haha. Sucks to be you.
Moving right along with that, Uber Shadow, what have you been playing this week?
Portal.
Portal is good. I picked up Everyone Has Gone to the Rapture. It was chilling on the household PS4, and it's a walking simulator, so kind of like a Dear Esther type of game where you're walking. There's no combat.
I heard it's actually worse than Dear Esther.
It is a beautiful game, honestly. Like as a piece of visual, audio, interactive art, it's gorgeous. And I would encourage
I heard-
anybody with an HD TV and a PS4 to just find it, play it, just look at the sky at night.
So
can't-
it's
so great.
interactable wall art.
It is, yeah. It's boring if you're a game like an action adventure game fan, but for more passive and casuals like myself, like it's a gorgeous piece of kit to stare at. It's just great.
And on that bombshell, I do believe it's time to end. Thank you very much for watching this episode of the Euro Truck Podcast. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, as well as check out some of those other videos we talked about that we've got going on in this channel, including the Fallout 4 Road to episodes that are where we build Mike a new computer, and as well as in a couple weeks, we'll have all of the Fallout coverage when that game actually comes out, unless it gets delayed last minute. That would suck. And we will see you guys next week.